Check. Okay. Main audio. Check. Okay. Testy testicles. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Hi. Yes, it's me, the short, fat, naked guy from Borat.
This is not Burger King religion, have it your way. This is Wendy's religion, old-fashioned, hot and juicy.
The morning stream. I got a thumb. I got a middle finger.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS, the morning stream for Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. Yes, the conclusion of our broadcast week.
That's right.
Just to remind people, no show tomorrow.
Right.
Don't be asking about
After
it,
this,
okay?
you get hours and hours of the American flag playing with Sousa marches until it turns into static.
Yep. Just like
That's
the
how it
old
goes.
days. You know, people see that in like, what was the movie that was famous for that?
Poltergeist had it
Yeah.
pretty prominently.
So when you see Poltergeist and you see that, just know that some of us are old enough to remember that. We had that when I was very young.
Right. We remember a time when there was no programming on television during certain hours. You came home drunk from the bar and you want to watch TV? Tough.
Yeah, forget it. It didn't exist. It literally didn't exist.
It literally just stopped. Television stopped at a certain time.
All three, and then eventually 4 Fox Channel, I guess, came along later. But they all stopped at midnight. It did a little song. I don't know why it was. I don't know why it was like America the Beautiful or whatever. That was weird. That was always weird to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then they would just go to white, and then that was it. That was life back then. Now you can't shut that box up. It'll go all day.
Yeah. Yeah, with umpteen channels.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, whatever. Are there channels anymore, or is it just like streaming services, Scott? I don't even know.
Well, for me, it's just streaming, but there's channels, I guess. Some people still subscribe to like hundreds of shitty channels, and they enjoy that.
Why are you paying for all those channels?
Why would you do it? All right, speaking of why we're doing things, here's something funny.
Yeah. Okay.
You're going to Vegas, and it's a much needed and long sought after vacation. Your first plane trip since the since the pandemic, and certainly the first since your vaccinations. So exciting times. Brian's a big fan of the town. He's wearing a shirt today, the TMS Vegas shirt.
It kind of just says it all right here.
Look at him celebrating it, excited and all that. I think you may have undershot your date, and here's why.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Tell me how. I feel like we may have overshot it because, but you tell me.
Well, here's why. You really only missed it by a week because as of June 1st, they are officially dropping it'll basically, everything goes back to pre-pandemic conditions for all vaccinated individuals. So
then I feel like we did it right. Thanks. Yep. No, like I said, I think we undershot because right now things are already at 100%. We've been talking to James and Sven, and basically they're like, "Oh yeah, Brian, you gotta, oh man, prepare for the shock because you know, when you get off the airplane, it's pretty crazy here. It's, you know, full 100% everything, and yeah, you know, you're gonna be in crowds and."
It's like having James here, which I, would love. I'd love to have James here.
It is an exaggeration, but
he's so great.
Yeah, no, he said, you know, you walk into most casinos, at least most casinos on the Strip, and you'd be surprised to see even one mask in there.
So they're already. So this is just an official. This is an official acknowledgement of the June 1st, and that's fine. But really, effectively, they're already doing all of this. You're saying.
Yeah, okay. and I think it's just like most places. It comes down to the businesses.
Yeah.
There are official mask mandates that can get handed down from the city and county, but it's a lot of the casino groups, the Caesars group, and I think the MGM group, and maybe even the Boyd gaming group have all said, yeah, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask in our casino. Mm-hmm. And if somebody's anti-vax, there's certainly going to be anti-mask, and there's certainly going to be well, shoot, I guess I haven't been vaccinated, so I'm going to go ahead and wear a mask in your casino.
So there's a very good chance that even if you went after the first, you're not going to have to present your vaccination card to get in somewhere.
No, and I'm not taking my actual vaccination card. I scanned it and I've got it on my phone.
Yeah.
Because they made the thing.
Too big.
They made it too big.
It's too
Why
big.
did they make the thing wallet size?
I agree. It's too big. Totally agree.
Yes.
It's too big. It doesn't fit in anybody's wallet but George Costanza's wallet. It's the only wallet it'll fit in. It's too big.
Exactly. I mean, I do have a laminator because, of course, Brian Ibbett has a laminator. But
of course you freaking do. Oh my gosh! Is it right next to your paper cutter? You got a couple of paper cutters. You got some.
I got it. I have one paper cutter, but I got it. Actually, a client bought it for me because I was making things for her birthday party, and so it was way cheaper for her just to buy me a laminator than for us to pay whatever extra amount it was for Kinko's to do it and just pay me the labor, buy me a laminator, great. I get things out of it. But so I could technically take my scan of my card, print it out, double-sided paper deal, and then print it out wallet size and then laminate it.
You could totally do that.
Yeah. Oh, Diana Rete. No, I have not laminated my actual, and I won't laminate my actual
they tell you not to.
Card.
They tell you not to.
They tell you not to. Yeah, I mean, there's extra spaces there. There's just in case you need a bonus vaccine, they need a place to write that up. So.
Yeah. Plus, who knows? Some people think, well, this will be good because then businesses have another mechanism to decide what they want to do because they've now got this card they could screen. But most of them aren't doing anything. They're not.
No. And if I think. Most of them will be fine with with just looking at the scan on my phone if they even look at it. Yeah. Now, when we go to Ireland, we are probably going to need to buy kits and take with us. You can buy a COVID test kit. Oh, because international travel right now, you still need, you need proof of a negative COVID test within the last 72 hours. And we found out about these kits and they're super cool. Made by Abbott Technologies, ABBOTT. Oh. And you buy the kit, you log on to the internet, and we'll have internet access through a lot of these places, hotels and stuff we're staying at. And there's a live dude who will walk you through doing the kit so that they can make sure that you're not cheating and drawing somebody else's or sticking a swab up somebody else's nose. And then they give you the officially accepted phone-based QR code that you take to the airport.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And it's the guy that I saw talking about it bought 6 for $150. I think we probably, if that's the going rate, then it's $25 per. And so we'll just buy a couple of them and we're set.
This is what everybody wants you to do. Makes you a pupil of the leftists, Brian.
That's right, exactly. Well, yes, exactly. Can't they scan my chip and find out that I've had the Bill Gates vaccine?
Exactly. Also, don't it's a good reminder that you said it before. Don't double use swabs. Don't ever use anyone else's swab. Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Don't ever put a secondary swab up your hole that was already up someone else's hole, right?
Yeah, no. And I think what they're being they just say, well, this person I know is COVID free. I'll swab their nose instead of mine, and then use that sample.
It's like using the people's pee.
Yes, exactly.
When you need
exactly. It is. Or buying synthetic pee. I went with a guy to buy synthetic pee once at a head shop here in Colorado on Colfax.
Wait a minute. Have we ever talked about this? You bought pee from a guy?
I might have mentioned it. I didn't buy pee for him. I just went with him when he bought pee. But he had to...
he had a drug test he had to pass? Is that the deal?
He had a drug test he had to pass, and he'd been smoking pot with the crazy neighbors, and so we went to go buy...
abetted him. You aided and abetted, Brian.
I was present.
Yeah. Was it your car? Did you drive?
What do they call that? If you're around and you don't do anything, there's a term for that. If I can't remember what it is.
Not innocent bystander.
An innocent bystander.
It's bystander.
Not accessory. Oh my God. It's like being aware that somebody close to you is doing something wrong and not doing complacency. Being complacent. I was being complacent, Scott.
Oh, I see. You were complacent and not. Yeah, I think that would hold up in court. You can just say, I was being
Yeah,
complacent. Did you
I was
drive?
just being complacent.
It's like, sir, did you drive him there? Well, yeah,
Nope.
but you didn't? Okay. Well, if
Nope,
you didn't,
I rode in his car.
All right. And
We were on our way to someplace else, and it was four of us. It was me, crazy neighbor, and then this dude, and then another guy, and we were on our way maybe to a Mammoth game or a dinner or something like that. And
Baton.
hey, can we stop at the head shop so I can buy some synthetic pee? They still keep it in the fridge too.
Oh, so wait,
Even though it's
synthetic. It's made up pee. It's not someone else's pee. It's like
Right. It's a yellow liquid that complicit. I'm sorry. Right. I said complacent. Complicit.
Complicit?
Thank you. for the
Oh,
correction.
I thought
How
more
come-
someone else.
How come
accessory.
Free Hotel Room is in the chat room and he did not correct me?
I
on
don't know.
complicit?
He's usually in there telling me what Fred and Can storylines to use. Like he's that's usually his modus. But hold on though. So if you go get fake pee, not fake pee, but synthetic pee,
Yeah.
the doctors aren't good enough, or whoever is testing it aren't smart enough now
test
to know
is
the
not good
difference.
enough to tell. Apparently, it has. We're getting some. One Zerti one says it contains urea, so it still shows up in their tests as the genuine artitle.
What if I
But
don't
it's,
practice urea? Sorry, go ahead.
I don't practice urea.
It doesn't quite work because it needs another syllable. I kind of screwed that up.
Yeah,
Anyway.
right, exactly. But
Weird.
Yeah, those guys are more pot than urine.
Yeah.
And so, well, the living members of Sublime, anyway.
Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, that's right. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
guys. But yeah, that's weird. I've never heard of fake pee being
Synthetic pee.
yeah. Synthetic. So they get the
Synthetic.
urea from a real person, though, right?
They must.
Because
Right?
what else you gonna?
I wonder if you could make some money being a fake urea salesman, like being, like blood donor. I'm a pee donor.
Yeah, pee donor. Pee donor. I like it. Well, that's a great story. I can't believe we haven't heard that
You
before.
can even buy a fake ween so that you can keep the fake pee in your pants in case you're being watched while you fill the
oh,
cup.
right. You got a prosthetic ween that'll be. That's where it'll come out of. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Where have I seen that? That I did see somewhere on a TV show or something. Like what was it?
Boogie Nights.
No. I don't remember. There was something I saw, some procedural or something where somebody got caught with a fake wiener. Was it Scrubs? It might have been.
Might be.
Might
The Wizinator.
Was
is
Gattaca? Gattaca says. I don't know if it's Gattaca. Maybe? I don't remember. Somebody used a fake ween and got caught. And someone grabbed it and threw it, maybe? They had the fake ween and like tossed it against the wall or something?
Wow. I
R.
don't know.
Kelly.
It was R. Kelly. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Well, on that note.
Wow. Well, we
We're,
can only go up from here, Scott.
Well, truly, we can only go up from here, and we can also go a little bit south and east and grab Brian Dunaway by the scruff, bring him in here, play a little game, give somebody some prizes.
Was there a stepmom involved in whatever you saw?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm super vague on the details, so who freaking knows? But I'll do my best. All right. Here's we're gonna play this game. Although Dunaway's still ringing. Let's make sure he's good. I haven't seen any notes from him. You didn't get any. Oh wait, we did.
The summoning song. Do 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 do.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Do, do, do,
It's still him calling. Okay. Well, we're ringing him. We're ringing him. I saw a note here under our other thing, but that's for that charity thing you're doing. The Coverville, this other group where we're chatting in here.
Oh yeah.
thought
Figuring out plans for. Yeah, I think right now it looks like it works for everybody, right? So we can probably say Saturday, June 12th at 7 p.m. Mountain.
Yeah, I think so. When is this? Like what? 2.5 weeks or three weeks?
That
2
is
weeks.
2.5 weeks
2.5
from now.
weeks.
Yes.
Okay, that'll be great. I'm excited about that.
Oh my God, it'll be so much fun.
I guess I need to get it and test it.
Yeah, so I'll we can figure out who's got the best setup to actually do the streaming, but I think we can do. I think you can do it right from.
I mean,
the
you do it
game.
through Steam, so I can stream easy if we want. That's simple. That's
Is it through? Even if you get it through Steam, it still works with the Oculus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
all Steam. Well, I shouldn't say all. I think it may be all, but all the Steam VR stuff I have all works with my Oculus. No problem.
Oh, that's great. And then you actually have a thing on your screen that shows you what you're looking at that you can then stream?
Well, that's a question, though, because now that you say that, the version that you're going to have, will it be native to the Oculus? It would be, wouldn't it?
Well, I haven't bought it yet, so I can buy whatever we need. And Brian and Schleicher.
I wonder what Schleicher has it. I wonder what he's already got. All right, we should work. That should be our next question.
I don't know if he's already got it. He was saying he was checking it out over the weekend. I don't know if he already picked it up.
Oh, okay. I thought he said something about he played a game, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Copy the game. Oh, I have a copy of the game, and I made it past the first module.
Past the first module.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just have to.
So we'll find out what he has, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But I know there is a way. Boy, Brian Dunaway's taking a long time to answer.
We got the rings of ringage, but not the rings of speakage. But anyway.
Welcome to the morning planning meeting.
Yeah, the morning planning. You guys like being part of our planning meetings? This is fun.
It's funny. Yeah.
What else? Let's see. We got to get
So I've got some music queued up for Monday already. I know we're indie in the middle. Yeah. I got those photos you need me to sign and autograph, so I'll send those back to you.
Sure. Let me find out for sure, and then I'll call you back. See, there, you guys were here for
there
it.
we go, exactly.
Well done. All right, I'm going to see if I can text him and see what's going on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Because I don't know if I'm going to pause this show here. Okay, chat, we're not leaving you. We're just pausing the audio.
Nope.
Message. Hey, you coming?
Are you hungry?
Maybe. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's there. Hold on. Now I got to restart this. Okay. There he is. So right when I go to poke him further, he's on. Hi, Brian. Yes. Hello, Brian Dunaway. Hi.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi.
Do I ever not answer the phone? I mean, come on, man.
Listen. Oh, there's the music. We got to play that first. All right. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Babble Royale, Tadpoli Feud edition. Oh, that reminds me.
Ooh, that's right.
That's exciting, so I gotta open that. Hey, shit, where's my link for it? Oh, you put it in here. You have it in here.
Hey.
Yeah, it should be pinned.
Oh, I don't have it. Where is it? Oh, I'll find it. Don't I have
All
it?
right, you need me to paste it in there again?
Yeah, stick it in there again. I don't know why I didn't bookmark it. I thought I had
gotta capture that for later.
Yeah.
Just stick it in there again, man. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Again. Yeah, Jamie will use that. That's a gimme. All right. Anyway, we're gonna play Tadpoli Feud. It's fun. It's like Family Feud, but with the tadpole, and that also means somebody calls in, which any of you can do.
We need somebody to play because they get to play with you.
That's right.
That's a thing.
801.
Wow, more things.
Yeah, more things. 801-471-0462. 801-471-0462. Call in now, and you could be today's participating call-in guest.
Participant.
Oh,
participating participant.
I got somebody calling in. I'll take that call in just a second, but before I do that, I'm going to click this link that Brian hasn't put in here yet. Is it in here yet? Where is it?
It's in our. I put it in our chat.
I thought it was on the spreadsheet. Sorry, I'm dumb.
You could just go to the pin in the Discord.
Oh yeah, you wanted me to put it in our show notes, which I don't know why I don't do that.
You're fine. You're totally fine. This is all on me.
I don't see the show notes.
Listen. Oh, that's true. You don't get show notes. Never mind. Screw you.
You
don't
people
get show
don't
notes.
get you guys. You listeners don't usually get to hear all of our little bickering we do before most shows. This is how it usually goes.
We're always fighting.
The stuff that we say to each other before film sack. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
To my
I would never say it.
It's pretty bad. All right, we have a listener on the line. Let's find out who's been waiting so patiently. Hi, who's this? Hello. Hello.
If you're on Skype or whatever right now, just start talking.
Say words. No, you're still there. They're there. I see them. They just aren't answering.
You haven't muted them, right? Because you've done that before.
Nope, they're off mute.
Okay.
Let me make sure. That's true by playing some of their audio through this same source.
Okay.
This is really great. This is the best we've ever done.
We're off to a really great start on this Wednesday.
It's the best we've ever done. All right, here we go. Let's see if this has sound. Oh yeah, so we're good. I don't know why they can't hear me, or we can't hear them.
I can hear you.
Oh, hi, you're back.
There you go. There you go.
There,
Hello.
now we hear you. I don't know what that was. That was strange. Hey, hi, who's this? Sorry for that. Sorry about that. Who's this?
No problem. John, I'm Stone Gargoyle 13 in the chat.
Very nice. John's good to have you here.
Welcome. Where are you from,
Hi.
John?
Florida. I now live out in Polk County.
Oh, that
but I
sounds
work
all
for
right.
Disney.
Okay.
That sounds like it's a little
Oh,
off
cool.
the beaten path.
So you're in the Orlando area.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go get
Yeah, a little
yourself
more
some-
towards Tampa, but yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, go
the Orlando
Buccaneers.
Sentinel.
What? Which one? What paper? What is
The
it?
Orlando Sentinel. Well, I mean, that's what's
Oh,
in
that's
Orlando.
right. I forgot that's your thing. You
Yeah,
do
it's
the papers.
I can.
He likes to bring it
It's
up.
like, in 5 years when nobody remembers newspapers, I
Right.
won't be able to do this anymore. But
No.
at least, there's a 10% of the audience out there that remembers kind of what a newspaper
Yeah,
might be.
it's like your Billy Crystal impression you always do from that movie that will soon be out of.
Oh my
anyone's memory.
gosh, we're Running Scared. What is
Yes.
it? What is the movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
Running Scared. That's the
Yes.
one.
Hello, is this a detective?
We're about 20 years out from that being completely obscure and nobody knowing anymore.
20.
No.
I think you're being a little generous.
Listen, I still pull the Ken Kratz impersonation out every once in a while. And how long has it been since Making a Murderer
That's
was
true.
even a thing?
my
That's
Gosh.
true. Good point. All
That
right.
was like
well,
5 whole Tiger Kings ago.
I'm very happy to have a Florida man here. We're going to play a game. Brian, you explain how this works so he knows.
Well, I'll do that. It's time to play the Tadpoli Feud. I've surveyed the Tadpole on some nerdy topics. 342 of them have answered, and Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. John, your job is going to be more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. And if your team wins, you get a prize package that includes Little Big Workshop, which I'm guessing is part of Little Big Planet, right?
No,
Is that-
not
no.
even.
Separate-
But
not-
it
not
but it
connected.
is kind of like in that vein of building.
It is.
Is it like,
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
Little Big Fires or Little Big Liars or Pretty Little Big?
Just like that.
Yeah, just
Poking-
like that. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Poking-
Let's stop
poking
Nailed
the
it.
all
jokey.
using
Yeah.
the word little and things.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Little
Atoma
Nicky.
Chef or
Ooh.
Automa Chef.
Automa Chef.
Atoma Chef.
Otama Chef. Yeah.
Yeah.
Atoma Chef.
Omata Chef.
Omata Chef.
No,
Automatic
that's good. These are
shepherd.
both quality selections. Oh, by the way, I guess his name is pronounced Gian, not John, right? We have that right?
Yes.
Okay, Gian. So like
yeah.
G-I-A-N.
Gian.
Think
Okay.
of like
G-I-A-N. That's cool.
Johnny Versace and just take the E off.
Oh, all right.
Oh, like Gian.
Gian.
I like to take the E off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very Italian. Are you Italian by
Gian.
descent?
No, but the name is.
All right. I like it.
Cool.
If somebody's just really into Italian, they said, I'm naming this kid Gian. That's all there is to it. All right.
I like that. I like that even better.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you for the correction, Gian. And let's get to it. If you guys are both logged into the server, it looks like you are. I see Pee Pee Poo Poo and Scott Johnson. So, all right, good.
Oh shoot! I didn't. I apologize.
Do you have a guess?
I
Do you have a guess?
apologize. I apologize. No, I didn't mean to. I had a theory that I'm always missing out because I'm using a mouse that's plugged in through a USB, and so I was using my trackpad, but I was hovering my finger over top of it, and I went junk and I just shook. I just didn't mean
okay.
to. All right.
I appreciate the
to
long
stall before I've
description.
even asked the
I'm
question.
sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right. Here goes.
All right, we asked the Tadpole. 342 of them responded. Their answer to this. Hands on buzzers. Name your favorite DC Comics villain who doesn't have to have appeared in movies.
Still missed.
Scott,
The Joker.
show me the Joker.
Number one.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that number one? It's got to be
There's,
number one.
There you go. So, Gian, you're going to be playing with Scott.
Yep. I apologize
Excellent.
in advance. Actually, I'm a big DC fan, so I think you got the right guy.
Yeah, I think you might actually, this might be kind of a benefit for you.
Yeah.
Struggled with, well, you didn't struggle with Marvel, but
Well, especially lately, I've been just reading DC like nonstop,
Yeah, but-
so I just feel like it's
yeah.
part of my recent memory. So I think we're gonna do okay here.
excellent. All right. Well, 9 answers still on the board. Gian and Scott, what's another DC villain that you think that the Tadpole really likes?
John, how do you feel about Lex Luthor? How do you feel about him?
No brainer.
I think he's a good one.
All right, we're choosing Lex
All
Luthor
right.
as our next choice.
Show me any of those bald jerks who played him. Yeah, number 4 on the board.
That
Who
should
was
be
your
a
favorite Lex
sub-question.
Luthor actor, by the way?
Most famous,
Hackman.
Gene Hackman. Yeah, but I would probably put
Gene Hackman for yeah, that's true. I mean, he really did personify the whole
I don't think he's a very good. Let me put it this way: he's not.
He's a cocky, arrogant Lex Luthor, which I think is right.
Yeah, but I don't think he
I
was.
think
It was a weird casting and a different take. Like he made him kind of crazy, and
I think the TV casting of the Lex Luthor was the best.
he
one
was
from
pretty good.
Smallville?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
His name
yeah,
was.
he was pretty good. Or not John Cryer, who's currently Lex Luthor in
It's like
the CW verse.
hold on. It's,
Was it John Cryer? Get out of here, because did he play the
Yeah.
nephew of Lex Luthor
No,
in
no.
Oh my God.
That's
the
not right. Is
Superman
it?
series?
That's not right. Is it?
Yeah,
Hold on.
he played the nephew.
The guy on Smallville.
Yeah,
was,
and like the fourth. No, we're talking about. We're not talking about Smallville. We're
No.
talking about the
movies.
Lex Luthor on Supergirl right now.
Oh,
Right.
well, that's not
Right,
a movie at
in
all.
4, right? Superman 4.
Right.
He was.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the incompetent buffoon of a nephew, right?
Yes.
Broke him
Oh
out?
my God.
Oh, and hung out with what's her name from Best in Show and all those movies. I can't think of her name. Anyway, Rosenbaum's the guy from the TV show. I don't know why I remember his last name.
Rosenbaum. Oh.
He was great.
Mendelbaum.
He was also the Flash in the animated series. Anyway, all right.
Cool. All right, so Lex Luthor you got.
Yeah, we got Lex Luthor. Sorry, what was he?
Nobody
Number
said House of Cards guy. Nobody said Kevin
No.
Spacey.
No,
He's not
no.
nobody's favorite Lex
No.
Luthor.
I had actually completely forgotten about that. That is,
Or Zuckerberg dude.
you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Not Zuckerberg, but the guy who played Zuckerberg in the Social Network.
Jesse
Jesse
Spacey.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah, there
Eisenberg.
you go.
Yeah.
Just saw him in that thing. He has no chin. It's like a little flat little zone there. You
Oh,
notice
really?
that? Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's just chin shame
Yeah,
while we're at
we're
it.
doing some chin shaming. Well, Brian and I are used to that. Brian doesn't like certain lady
Yeah,
chins.
I don't like certain lady chins.
Yeah, I don't like that weird thing John Travolta has. I wouldn't even call it a chin. I don't know.
I'm
what that
coming
is.
around.
I
you know what?
like-
I'm coming around on Emily Blunt because I heard an interview with her on Howard Stern,
I
which
love her.
was great. She is so cool and down to earth.
Love her. She's
It's probably
This
her.
may be the
and-
most weird
Krasinski.
tangent we've had on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get back to this anyway.
all right. John, I'm feeling. Let's see. That's number 4 for Lex. So I've got to think
right.
we're gonna be. I feel like Darkseid's a good choice. How do you feel about that?
Dark
I'm
Seed.
good with Dark
Scott.
Side.
It's side. Everyone says seed, but it's side. Okay, so dark side, we say.
All right. On the dark side. Show me dark side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Number 6.
Okay, I'll take it.
Number 6.
I think everybody forgot about Dark Side until the
Until,
Snyder cut.
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, not if you read the comics. He's all over the place in there. He's great in there. I mean, he's basically, that world's Thanos. I don't know who came first, but he's a lot like that.
Well, I would never pick Thanos. When I was reading the comics, if you said name the best Marvel villain, I would never go, oh, Thanos. I can't wait to talk about Thanos.
Sure you would. He's great. He'd be on there. Plus, he's recent, so it's on people's mind. I think he'd be a
And
good
they've been teasing Thanos since the first Avengers film. I mean,
Yeah.
they've been.
But that's what I'm saying. The films have had such a great influence. When I was reading
Oh,
the
I see.
comics, I mean, Thanos was like there, but he wasn't
Oh.
like. I would not have picked him in the top.
Well,
of my
You know,
I'll
Thanos
give
had a
that to you.
helicopter in one of his early appearances.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right. But
flew a
I
helicopter?
mean, but I'll give it to you in the sense that the MCU did things with all sorts of stuff. Like, Guardians still shouldn't work, but it does. I don't know how they
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
That's why I have so much hope for a good Fantastic Four. I think they can actually pull this off. All right.
All right. Anyway,
Back to the deal here. Oh shit.
So-
Probably like Harley Quinn's on there. Got to be.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I was thinking.
yeah, let's do that. I mean, Harley Quinn is so big now. I love her origin that she's just an animated throwaway, and they kept her for everything. I love it. All right, anyway, Harley Quinn,
all right. Show me Harley Quinn.
number 4.
Joker, buddy.
Joker, Mr. J.
Jay. Number 3 on the list.
All right. There's so many. Blah, 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 blah.
Bleh. Well, just name one then.
I mean,
Bleh.
we could say
Bleh.
like Mr. Not Mr. Freeze. Yeah, No, wait. Doctor. Which
Mr.
one is
Clean.
No,
he?
you
Maybe.
mean Captain Cold?
Captain. Oh, I love Captain Cole, but I don't think anyone
no.
thinks of him.
No.
I love him though. He's great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's
How
say
about
Mr.
Gorilla Grodd?
Oh, I love Grodd,
Ooh.
dude. You're naming all these
See?
rad side characters that I freaking love, but I'm worried that nobody's going to know shit about who they are. You know what?
It's the old anime.
Right. Yeah, the old like Super Friends guy. He was amazing.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. All right, let's do one that I'm trying to think of, like a recent film-ish thing. Like if people liked the Zack Snyder recut, probably they'd say Steppenwolf because he was just so kind of rad in that. So I don't know.
Oh, he was so big in the comics too.
Yeah, he was big in the comics. We'll say Steppenwolf. I love that guy. He was very cool in that movie.
Show me. Let's go on a magic carpet ride with Steppenwolf.
Damn it! I thought it was so recent. People would do it.
Yeah, you think, right? Usually things are still fresh in people's minds. All right, Dunaway.
Well, now I'm questioning everything because I would have said the same thing. I really would have thought that would have been the place. So I'm going to have to go
Chester Cheetah.
Chester Cheetah was who I was going with. Batman has so many great villains.
Yeah, I feel like that's the safe zone. I don't know why I strayed from
I
that.
do too, but I'm afraid I'm going with Two-Face because I feel like that's the most
Where's Harvey Dent?
that's the most likable of the bad guys in the Batman universe.
Are you Harvey Dent?
Harvey Dent.
Are you Harvey Dent? Where's Harvey Dent?
All right, show me Two-Face. Show me both of them on Two-Face.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Number 13 in the list, but did not make the top. Did not crack the top 10.
All right, how do you feel about Penguin, John?
Oh, that's a good one.
Sure.
Yeah, you like that? All right, we're doing Penguin.
Classic.
Sure.
The Penguin.
All right, show me.
Oh, are you kidding? Cobblepot's not on the damn list?
Not on the list.
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
11 Penguin ones.
Oh, my God.
No Danny DeVito.
No,
right.
he's the worst Penguin. Well, he's not the worst.
Little
He's
Burgess Meredith.
fine. Yeah. Cobblepot's a dick in the comics. Holy crap. He is he is horrifyingly bad.
Have we had anybody else play Penguin in?
Well, you had your TV dude.
Yeah, Burgess Meredith.
No. The recent Gotham thing.
Oh, right. Yes. Lord.
He's pretty
Oh, what
smarmy.
was that guy's name? He was great.
Lord
Lord
Featherbottom.
Now, to me,
I want to say it's
to
like
me,
something Lord Taylor, but that
Robin Lord.
Robin Lord Taylor.
Yeah,
Or
I
am
think that's it.
Am I giving a portmanteau with a retail outlet?
well, and
Robin Lord Taylor.
he's just a really interesting face in general, but his portrayal is way more akin to the comics. I really liked it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
can't
got
think of
3
the name.
names though. It's not just Robin Lord. It was something else. What was it? Robin Lord.
I thought it was Robin Lord Taylor.
That's what I thought too. But
Robin Lord.
yeah, Robin Lord Taylor. Okay, good.
Is that right? Okay.
It is right. Yes.
not-
Okay. It
not
wasn't just
crazy
me like thinking. Well, there's the retail establishment called Lord and Taylor.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Never heard
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. All right.
Robin Lord and Taylor.
All right, I feel good. We got some momentum here. No, we don't. We just lost that one. Brian, it's your turn.
Yeah, you've
Lost that
your,
one.
Your momentum is
I
over.
can't believe we haven't got number 2. I think number 2 is going to tell us what the rest of them is going to be. So I can't decide if I want to go with. I'm just going to go what I like. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go with
do
what
that.
you like.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw you people. I loved, and I don't feel like we got nearly enough of the Black Manta. in the
Really?
Aquaman.
You're going to do Black
Old
Manta?
Super Friends.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
This is,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a base that looks like my head.
That's right. And my head is huge.
All right.
I
show
have
me.
I have one DC themed comic shirt, and it is of Black Manta. He's
Of
always
Black
been my
Manta?
favorite all the way from the Super Friends forward. He's just always been
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Black Manta's cool.
All right.
I like him. You're not wrong.
All right. Show me. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
No one knows Black Manta, I'm afraid. I love him too. I'm with you 100%. He's rad. I like him a lot.
All right.
All right. Well then, okay. So what we
You guys
haven't
are both
done.
you're on your strike 3s here, so
I haven't even got one yet. Not
We're
even
good-
one.
No, you haven't. It's right.
We've got a bit of a, not a feminist audience, but an audience that, leans towards strong female characters, I think. So why
That's
haven't we
supposed to
said, like Catwoman? She's an on and off
Catwoman,
villain.
alright.
Sometimes,
Catwoman?
sometimes she
Catwoman or
yeah, she's good.
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
All right. Show me Catwoman. Number 9.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel
I
pretty
can't
good
I can't
now.
tap into that number 2 though. That
Yeah, never tap into your number 2 unless you got a problem. You're trying to figure out what's going on. That one's for you, free hotel room. All right, so why not poison ivy, Gian. How's that feel?
That sounds good.
Got it.
All right, let's do our plant lady.
Show me poison ivy.
Miss one so I can get it.
Oprah Uma.
Oh, wow! She
Number
was
five.
number 5.
Miss
Wow.
one so I can get number 2.
I'll give you a number 2. Here's
All
here's
right.
here's
How about the
Yeah.
Green Lantern villain Sinestro?
Ooh, I do like
Oh.
Sinestro. Yeah, let's
good.
do Sinestro.
I like that guy.
I like him.
All right.
I don't know if everyone
Show
else does.
me Sinestro.
Ah, damn it! He's got the
yeah,
little
damn it.
mustache. Nobody trusts him. He's a little turd. That guy. All right.
When Scott said poison ivy, I remembered there was a really bad Bane with poison ivy with Uma Thurman. Remember that?
Yeah, your punishment will be more severe.
Except he didn't talk at all. He was just more like,
I know he was more monstery in the comics, but
Yeah.
in the I loved his take in the movie. That Tom Hardy.
what
stuff
was that?
awesome.
Batman and Robin that the bad Bane was
Oh,
in? Was that
God,
the one with
yeah.
Uma
Yeah.
Thurman? Yeah,
Right.
It was
And,
really bad. That was like the first X-Men had that horrible Sabretooth. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Terrible. They just made him a one-note,
God,
two-dimensional
Tyler
garbage
Mane?
character.
Is that who that was? Yeah, the wrestler Tyler Mane.
Tyler Mane.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
So I'm sorry, you saying Bane?
I'm
Saying Bane.
All right.
well then you take back your city, Gotham.
That's right. Take back your points, Brian Dunaway.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Yeah,
you got
number
it.
7.
oh number 7. Dadgum, how is that not number 2?
Yeah, I'm a
Right.
little
Everybody
surprised.
loves the Bane. Okay, so
I don't know what 2 is anymore either. I have no idea what that's going to be.
I don't either. I mean,
I mean, I'm
there's
all
a
out
couple
of.
of them I could think. Suicide Squad has some really good, fun, likable characters, but who watched it besides me?
I mean,
Nobody.
I did.
Watched it.
I like
Did
that.
you?
Yeah.
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 Well, they've been teasing. Okay, so we've been teased a lot lately with Deathstroke. Is that the thing everybody loves?
I don't know.
Is that the bad guy everybody
People-
loves in part 2?
People do like the
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. People are fans.
All right.
Yeah.
Show me Deathstroke. You see him for like a hot second at the end of the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah, that was weird.
Show me Deathstroke.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
number 10.
What?
Really?
What?
Holy Moses.
What? How does he beat the Penguin? That blows my mind. All right, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I don't even know how the Penguin's
Isn't-
not up there. Or Black Manta. I hate you
Yeah,
all.
what's his connection? He's like a or no, Deadpool was intentionally a parody of Deathstroke at the beginning, right?
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
they're both Wade.
Yeah, it's easy to forget who ripped off who, but in this particular case,
Right.
it was a parody of Deathstroke. But Deathstroke's he's a pisser and he's a sharpshooter and he's a real wiener.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Dude knows how to grow a goatee too.
Oh yeah. He's an older guy.
Oh, God.
Under there. He's
Here's
very
another
good.
one I don't.
They use him really effectively in that deceased zombie life equation miniseries. He's very, very cool in that.
Right. By the way, Gian has won anyway because
he has.
if
Mathematically,
even if
impossible.
Brian gets number 2 and number 8, he
Who
won't
is
have
number
enough points. He'll
2?
be short 1 point to tie Scott.
Oh,
so.
that's a bummer. Well, that means that can I help Brian then with one?
No.
I've got.
It's way
Don't
more
worry.
fun to win.
All right.
Don't worry. I'm about to miss this one anyway. I only have 2 more that I can really think of, and I can't imagine either one of these be number 2. But I know everybody hated Cheetah in the most recent.
No one. I don't think anyone hated her, did they?
Did they
hated
just hate
the
Kristen
scene.
Wiig's portrayal of her?
I
wasn't
think
the
they
problem.
hated Kristen Wiig's portrayal of Cheetah, but in the
Oh, I
DC universe,
disagree.
she's well
I
hated.
disagree. That
or
she is
loved.
not the problem of that movie. That movie's
Yeah.
has whole other
Scott
problems.
speaks truth.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Did you
In
see
a movie
that fight?
fraught with problems, Cheetah
Yeah.
wasn't one of them.
No.
Or Kristen Wiig certainly
I
wasn't
liked
one of
her
them.
in it. I think she
Yeah.
was great. She should be in more stuff.
Yeah, I'm
All
going
right, is
with.
that your
Well,
guess,
you know
or-
what? No, I'm backing up. I'm going to Zod. I'm going with Zod because I like Zod, and screw you people. I'm going with Zod.
Zod.
Kneel before the board.
Uh-huh. No.
No.
All right, can I
It
guess?
was worth it. I
No.
didn't have to win. I didn't have to get any.
I gotta
That's right.
guess.
I just wanted to say Zod.
I gotta guess
Okay,
here.
Scott, what's you have a guess?
Yeah, my guess is. Oh wait, did he already say that? No.
Doesn't matter.
Uh,
You won't be penalized for it.
Bizarro.
Oh,
Bizarro,
I love Bizarro,
yes.
but I didn't think that would be in there. If that's number
Me-
2, I'm gonna be pissed.
Me am number 2.
Oh. No, he's
I'm
not.
kidding. That's how Bizarro would say
Then how
it.
about
You wanna say something?
Solomon?
You wanna
How
say
about
something?
Solomon Grundy?
What are you going to say? Say something.
No.
Say something.
My goodness. Did you guys forget all about
He's kissing it.
the brilliant rogues gallery that Batman has?
No.
Apparently so. I mean, what else
Killer
is it, like
Croc?
the
Is it
Riddler?
Killer-
I mean, who
Oh,
likes
the
Riddler?
Apparently,
Are you kidding me?
Number 2? What?
Number 2.
I dumped-
the
I
Tadpole
dumped
loves the
Riddler. I dumped Riddler after Scott said the Penguin and went. I was like, well,
Oh, yeah.
nobody likes the
People
Riddler.
like Riddler more than Penguin.
I guess so. That means they didn't play Arkham Knight because, good lord, his quest sucked. All right, number 8.
Oh my god, I love those games. Number 8, you mentioned it, but you didn't stick with it.
Oh,
Mr.
Mr.
Freeze.
Mr.
As a matter of fact,
Freeze.
both of those characters can be found in the horrible Joel Schumacher.
Yeah, it's pretty funny how many of these fit in there. All right.
Let me give you some other ones that I thought were really funny. Apparently, our Tadpole is a little comically confused because we had 3 people say Doc Ock, 1 person say Dr. Doom, 1 person say Kingpin, another person say MODOK, and Venom.
Good
So,
lord. Good lord.
I could kind of almost see MODOK because MODOK almost feels like a DC character. It does not feel like it is in the Marvel universe.
Did you see the latest trailer for that series? Oh my gosh, it looks funny. It looks so funny.
Yeah.
I'm so
Looks
excited.
really good. Scarecrow's 12, by the way. Ra's al Ghul, 14. Sinestro was in the list, 14. Bizarro was 16. We also had Condiment King. We did have Gorilla Grodd lower in the list. Lois Lane considered a villain.
That is
Poopy Pants
hilarious.
McGee. I'm not really up on my.
Oh
my
man, you don't know
DC
about
lore,
the
but
latest Poopy Pants McGee run? It's amazing.
Martha, somebody said, is a
Yes.
great DC
Also
villain.
great.
And both Joss Whedon and Zack Snyder getting pegged as villains in the DC
I would blame
universe.
Warner Brothers before I would blame Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
But I might
That's
blame
on
Joss Whedon.
UWB.
I'd blame Joss Whedon a little bit though, because he's
I
kind
blame
of
Joss Whedon a
a-hole,
little
apparently.
bit. Yeah.
All right. I'm surprised no Solomon Grundy, who was born on Monday.
My favorite is
one-
Solomon Grundy.
One person said Solomon Grundy. I mean, he's basically Bizarro without the powers,
Kind
or
of.
without the flight.
He's undead and he's really strong. I guess you're right. It kind of is him.
Ares,
Come on, man.
Ozymandias was mentioned.
Oh yeah, he's DC technically.
Kite Man, Eobard Thawne, who is
Black Manta has its own cool base with a ship, people.
that looks like his head.
Black Manta is cool. I'm not gonna
Black Manta is cool.
gonna deny it. He's never been
But
treated.
I mean,
properly.
really, like, you know, how big of a supervillain does Aquaman need? I've dragged you over to land where I can defeat you easily, Aquaman.
You're only good in the water, it turns out. Aquaman. Actually, it was one of my complaints about the Zack Snyder cut, because that's the only one I've seen. I haven't seen the one that Whedon put out. But
Yeah.
Aquaman they had to come up with a bunch of shit for him to do because they were not in the water for any of the fighting. It was all above ground. So I was like, hey, what if your staff did weird things we've never heard of? And
Right.
yeah, that was weird. Anyway.
Cellophane S. Yeah.
Well, the good news is, guys, as we come away from this,
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
we have a winner. Gian, how do you feel about winning? Does it feel good?
Feel great. This was fun.
That's fantastic. It was fun. It was really good to have you on. I really enjoyed today's topic. And all you've got to do to collect your prizes is send Brian an email, coverville@gmail.com. He will hook you up, and you will walk away the happy winner. Brian Dunaway, well done. That was fun. A lot of fun. I'm glad you.
I didn't do well at all, but thank you for pretending like I did well done. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm just glad you picked up your phone finally. That's really all that matters. You picked up your phone, and
Well, I mean, in my defense, I didn't really want to answer it. No, I was actually out of the room when it started ringing. I was like, oh, crap. Is it that time?
in my defense, I didn't really want to do it. I love that. All right. Hey, check out the Boop Show yesterday. We did a new show. It's up on the feed, and it was great. We had a really good time, and we'll be doing that again next week when I get back from my
We
thing.
did. And if you get an opportunity and you like playing indie or retro games or just like gaming in general, you should hit the Boop Show Reddit. Yeah. We have a boopshow.reddit.com. Go over there and feed us some news, and we might mention it on the Boop Show.
Yeah. Yeah, look at it. Your odds are good, actually, if you do that.
Yeah, very good. There's only like 300 people or something in there.
Yeah, we could use more. So fill it up and
bring your friends.
Bring Brian's dream of that show being the fastest growing show on the network to fruition. Okay, that's what he wants. It's really all that he wants.
Give us a review on iTunes.
Yeah,
we've had 3 in the last month. That has helped us go up in the numbers a lot.
And it's technically Apple Podcasts, but sure, iTunes. And then
excuse me.
It's all right.
You're
do
right.
it over at Google Play. Do it over at Spotify. Do it wherever you get your shows, and we'd love that. That helps us. Hey, Dunaway, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Bye now. All right. That was fun. I enjoyed it. We have time for a wee bit of news. Today's news is brought to you by...
Last night, Scott did a live stream of Resident Evil 8 and then posted it on YouTube. You can get it now at youtube.com/Scott Johnson.
This is only the first 2 hours of the game, which is
oh my gosh,
a lot more to go. We just got to the castle. That's where all the real weird stuff starts to go down. But it was still enough to get some stupid things happening. So if you want to see it, John Jagger was there to sort of act as my anchor in the real world, and that helped a lot. And yeah, there's a big hairy guy with a giant hammer, and it was horrible. It was horrible. Anyway, go check it out. There's that clip Zoe just put in the chat is pretty funny. I should just play it real quick.
Really? Yeah, play it because I want to hear.
Here's the audio, guys. This is embarrassing, but I'll play it. Here we go. Okay.
Shit! You want to just run. Okay. There's a lot of guys.
I'm running. I'm running.
There you go.
Go where? Down? Oh my God! What the shit? I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Ah! Josh, I don't know where to go. Oh, he pulled out my penis or something. What do I do?
Just survive.
So there's a point where this guy, I think he pulls the roots out of the ground or something, but it looks like he yanked something out of me, and I don't. This game's already too weird, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Oh, funny.
First news story of the day.
Okay.
According to this guy, here's a quote. I drink cow urine every day, so I don't have COVID.
Drink urine every day.
Apparently.
Is it synthetic urine? Are there cows lining up at the head shop to buy synthetic urine to give this guy?
You never know. Cow urine can cure lung infection caused by COVID, according to Pragya Thakar. Once again, shooting her mouth off as the country fights to keep the pandemic in check. This is an article on ndtv.com, which is like English Indian coverage stuff.
Okay.
It says here, if we have desi ga mutra, or urine from an indigenous cow, every day, then it cures lung infection from COVID. I am in deep pain, but I take cow urine every day. So now I don't have to take any medicine against corona, and I don't have corona, says Thakar at a party gathering. Cow urine is a lifesaver. Let's see. She calls herself a saint. She's got some other issues, but 2 years ago, she said she claimed that a mix of cow urine and other cow products had cured her cancer at the time. None of this works, by the way. So
she swears by it. Just be on the lookout for the brand new Mountain Dew flavor.
Yep.
Mountain Dew, cow urine, and cow urine zero sugar.
Ooh. You know, you thought you liked that
For
Melon
us.
Blast or whatever. I'm all in now.
Oh, I need to get some of that Melon Blast.
It's really good. It's real good. I had my wife order some more today because I'm not trying to overdo it and drink too many, but I'll drink like one a day. I like them that much. They're very good. All right, so there's that lady. Hey, look at this. Brian, would you eat cookies with bugs in it? Would you do that?
I have eaten cookies with bugs. I've eaten cookies with crickets.
Oh my Lord. Really? Did you want to die? Or
there was a place here, actually it was with crickets, and I had one with worms. It was a place called Worm World, and they made candies and cookies and things like that that had worms and crickets and grasshoppers and stuff in it.
Well, in a similar recipe, you can now get cicada cookies.
Oh, cool.
17-year cicadas offer the adventurous cook an opportunity to bake these treats from 2004's cookbook, Cicadalicious, cooking and enjoying periodical cicadas. from somebody named Jenna Jaden. She made this book.
Wow, Jenna Jaden sounds like a DC character.
She does. During the day, Jenna Jaden runs the thing.
By night, she's the cicada. Would you like my cookies?
Flying around Star City or whatever it's called.
Right, exactly.
What would her fake city be called? We got to think of a fake city.
Oh, right. Sorry, because they have should have Chirp City would be
Chirp City. There you go.
Chirp City.
Chirp City is going downhill. Not if I can help it. I'm the cicada. All right. Anyway, if you want to eat some cicadas, there's a cookbook. You can do it. I looked at it. They don't look that bad. They look like, I don't know, chocolate cookies, but they're just full of bugs. So, yeah. I don't think I'm into it. Like, as much as I'm all about alternatives that are more sustainable. And if they taste good enough, I'm down. That's great. Like a replacement for burgers or whatever, I'm down with it. But when I get told that the future of that is bugs, be it worms or mealworms or whatever it is that they're going to grind up and make into the thing and plot lots of protein, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
I don't know what to do with my own head to get it out of my head that these are bugs I'm eating.
Even if you're not like physically tasting a leg or a wing or something like that, and it is completely, it just looks like any other food product. It's just your brain, your Joey Pants in the Matrix. I know that this might be the tastiest cookie I'll ever eat, but my mind still knows that it's made out of bugs.
Right. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. We'd have to be in some desperate straits for me to be okay.
Give up the shug. You don't even want to get started with the bug.
No, I don't giving up the boog. That's it for that. Let's take a break.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll spend some time with Tom Merritt, who's been scouring the internet for hot technology topics for today. That's a lot of teas.
Technical technology.
That's right. So he'll be here. That'll be great. And then Nicole with recommendals after that. So stick around while Brian explains the following song.
Let me explain how this works. Here is the song. I am so excited to play this because this is a song I heard before I even got the email from Grandstand Media. Big thanks to Grandstand Media for sending this one along. I'm like, oh man, I sure would love to play this on the show. And then I get the email saying, hey, would you like to play this on the show? So super, super excited about this. This is an artist who goes by the name Dayglow. His real name is Sloan Struble, or Strubble, but he performs under the name Dayglow. And he has a brand new album coming out soon. It is called Harmony House. Comes out, I believe, in June. And this is the first single from it. It is awesome. Get ready for some perfect pop right here. This one kind of harkens back to like duet pop from the 80s, which I really, really love. Here is Dayglow from the upcoming album Harmony House with the song Close to You.
What you know about rolling around in your pee when you eat Taco Bell? You shit when you sneeze, and I can't lay down 'cause it hurts my butt cheeks.
That kind of machismo doesn't agree with me.
The Morning Stream. I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
And we're back, everybody. Welcome back to the program. That song again from Brian.
That song again is from the artist Dayglow, coming from their upcoming album Harmony House. That is Close to You.
Oh, very nice. Well, I like when things are close to me. It's convenient.
Yes. I think that might have accidentally put in our show notes Close to Me, but it's Close to You.
All right.
I was confusing it with the Cure song and not confusing it with the Carpenters song of the same name.
Nobody wants that.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is, as usual, Tom Merritt. Comes in here on Wednesdays, and we talk about the daily tech news show as it's starting to see itself, coagulate and become an actual show because he's digging around for cool stories, verifying them.
Although now I'm wondering if the Ellie Goulding version.
Oh, is that a thing?
Oh, does she do it Close to Me, Close to You?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I like her.
All right. Okay.
I'm a fan. You know who introduced me to her? Your wife. That's who did. It was your wife.
That's so crazy. My wife also introduced her to me.
But it was one time. I don't know
She's
what
been singing the praises of Ellie Goulding for a long time.
I don't
But
remember
what's
what
funny
the
is
deal was.
I
but,
already knew who she was from my Nike Run Plus app. This was years ago when I used that app because they had these little celebrity like motivational things, and I thought her name was Zelly Goulding.
Oh, can't have that.
This is Zelly Goulding.
This is Zelly. Nice.
The Brits. What are you going to do with them? But
Man,
no,
love 'em.
I was. It was a fine discovery, and I've always really liked her
Nice.
thing. She's great. So tell your wife thanks once again for 10 years of Ellie Goulding.
God says thanks.
Thanks a lot. Now your dogs will bark. Hey, so let's get to it. Tom, you've been looking around for stuff. Google I/O was yesterday. There's probably a lot going on.
Yeah, lots of stuff out of Google I/O to talk about. New Android 12. This one is more of a, with these operating system updates, sometimes they tend to be more superficial in the design. Sometimes they tend to be more under the hood, invisible. Android 11 was a little more under the hood. This one's a little more design oriented, particularly the new Material U design from Madonna. No, it's much more pastel and bubbly looking. But for the user, particularly, you get to choose just how pastel you want it to be because there's a lot more customization. You can choose your default color palette. You can even do a thing where you set a background image and say, like, pick a color palette that blends well with my background image. So it all looks nice. App developers can now feed into that and have their apps color palette adapt based on the palette you choose. And like I said, it's a little more bubbly look, a little more friendly look. It's probably the biggest redesign they've done to Android in a long time. And this material design has been kind of slowly working its way into Android over the years. And this is its sort of big appearance on the stage.
Did they say anything about Stadia on that stage at all?
No, they wouldn't. Yeah,
wouldn't they?
They're not.
I mean, I know it's a developers kind of a developers conference, but it would be a place for them to.
I'm sure there will be Stadia sessions, but I guess I say they wouldn't because I feel like it's more of an Android consumer product oriented thing. But you're right. If they had something big to announce about Stadia, it's not like they wouldn't have put it here. My gut feeling is that they want Stadia stuff to stand on its own. So just like WWDC for Apple, you generally don't get big product announcements.
Yeah.
And if you do get a product announcement, it's usually very developer oriented. Right. It's kind of the same thing with Google I/O. They're not going to announce anything consumer facing with Stadia there. More likely, if they were to announce something, it would be something more developer oriented, which I guess they didn't have anything that big.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to keep a objective eye on what's happening with Stadia, and it just feels really weirdly stagnant in a way that even for Google's sort of
I was going to say
new and
normally,
shiny, and then forget about it after a while.
Any other company, I'd be like, oh yeah, they're just in a fallow phase, they're kind of reorganizing. But with Google, you're like, is it that? Because it could be.
Yeah, very
or
well
is it
could
the
be.
normal Google? Like, man, I'm just kind of getting bored with it.
Yeah, it is like that. And their most recent big announcement was they added search, and that was some time ago. Like, that can't be your big announcement. Like, what are you doing over there, guys? I don't know what's happening with that, but
I don't know. There were a lot of folks jumping the gun and saying, I'm not going to start using Stadia because they'll just kill it. And I was like, well, look, if you do that, they will. Because if enough people don't use it, then they won't keep it going.
Yeah.
But they all may get to dance around and like a stopped clock at 11 o'clock, pretend they're right.
I mean, the bottom line is if it had exploded at launch and been enormously successful and compounded on itself over, since then, it would be something Google would be super stoked about and keep going with. But if it's not,
it doesn't feel like it has a lot of momentum right now. But none of them do. Project Luna doesn't feel that way either. Neither does Project xCloud.
I mean, xCloud's still in beta, and people are liking it, but it's not. You're right. It's not. Like,
I feel like Nvidia's probably has the most momentum. It's quieter because it's just got a smaller user base.
Right, and their biggest problem is certain companies, certain games keep pulling out of it and saying, don't let our stuff play on there, which is really annoying because, whatever. I have my own feelings about that, and we could go on for days. But anyway, lots of interesting stuff, of course, out of Google I/O to talk about on the show today. That will be great. Anything in particular that where you're like, oh man, the future is here? Or is it not one of these conferences?
Yeah, I mean, there were quite a few of the we're a big company kind of announcements, the sort of things you would get in past days from an IBM or a Cisco. A lot of machine learning announcements, new chips, new systems. They announced the opening of a quantum AI campus and brought Michael Pena on to be part of that. Which it's whenever you bring celebrities into a big tech announcement, it's always a little awkward.
Right.
But the big one that I wanted to talk about was Project Starline. This is an experimental piece of technology, so it's not something that's going to end up in your house anytime soon. It's probably not going to end up in that many enterprises anytime soon. But it's 3D video conferencing. And it looked very impressive in the video they showed, but of course, that's a video that they showed at I/O. But the idea is that you have high-res cameras and depth sensors capturing a hologram of you, compressing it, sending it through the internet, and then a light field display presents that as a hologram on the other end. So it's not very adaptable. It's really only meant for someone sitting, mid-chest up, but it can make it look like that person is sitting across a table from you. And people who used it, the testimonials they had were, talking about how it was easy to make eye contact. It's not like, with video conferencing where you're looking down at your screen, all of that sort of thing. And it was 3D. So as you moved around, you saw a person the way you would normally see a little more of the person when you tilt your head and move around. Now, granted, this is just a demo at a tech conference. It might not ever go anywhere, but it was pretty impressive looking in its promise. And so that's one, even if it's not Google, that's one that made me think, a lot of times these sorts of things just point towards where we'll eventually go with a consumer product, maybe from someone else. And so I would keep an eye out for that kind of video conferencing, 3D video conferencing, maybe being a trend in the next 5-10 years, because they're going to use this for enterprise partners in healthcare and media. Healthcare, I think, because that's a way for a virtual doctor's visit to be a little more in depth, literally, right? Because they could, you can hold up your wound and they can see it in 3D. And for media, it's, like, let's have our guest on the set with us, even though they're not here.
Right.
Which makes me think, holographic movies. You want to save theaters? Something that needs a big light field display to present. They're far from being able to render backgrounds and all of that stuff in these things yet, but I don't know. Got me
It
thinking.
would almost look like a few person play in front of you, because people kind of be around it, seeing it from different angles and almost like a theater in the round kind of thing.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, and it's also just another step forward to this thing we just accept in sci-fi, which is Captain, the general's on the line. Would you like to take the message? And you take it. And
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
We've been doing this for so long. I've been playing the Mass Effect trilogy, the new re-release, and it's full of this communication. This is how people talk. And I'm not saying that's, this doesn't always happen with our fiction and then reality, but this feels like one that we could do. And based on this, that's a lot closer. So we'll get there.
And to calibrate your expectations, remember it was a couple years ago that they presented Duplex as an AI you could talk to in natural language and book a restaurant.
Yeah.
And it can book a restaurant. That's like and on, kind of on rails, book a restaurant. It's still impressive technology, but it's not as wide ranging as your imagination might have made Duplex seem back then. But you're slowly seeing it show up in other things. So Pixels now have the ability to answer spam calls with Duplex and talk to the person and find out if they're really someone you want to talk to or not. And they showed off at I/O yesterday using Duplex to change your password. So if you're using Google Password Manager and you get an alert that your password has been compromised, it's out there in one of those public data sets, you can have Duplex go and change the password. So Duplex goes to the website that you need to change the password in and navigates through all of the fields and things and gets you to the right place. So then all you have to do is go, change my password to this.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that stuff progresses. Of course, coverage of all of this has been happening this week and will continue today on the Daily Tech News Show at 2:30 Mountain. Tom, before we let you go, is there anything you got cooking right now that you want to serve up to anybody?
I do. I changed my kitchen from which I serve my newsletter.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
Newsletter has a whole new home. I moved. I mean, the boring details, which probably aren't boring for everybody out there, because some people are into this stuff. But I moved off of MailChimp to Review. And Review is that company that Twitter just bought and is likely to make part of its subscription service at some point. But the newsletter is free, freetomnewsletter.com. But it's now hosted on Review, which makes it easier for me to put in descriptions of shows and images and things like that. So it just looks a lot nicer.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a really cool new setup.
I like that. It's one thing I like about all these services, MailChimp included, Substack, Review. They all have these. They all have this notion of, hey, come do your thing here. Oh, you need to go somewhere else? Cool. Just you can export your people. You know, like I like that. I like when
some of those strong anti-spam laws of the early 2000s have paid off. Like, that's not even a joke. Like, they put in all these like anti-spam laws that say like you have to have an address, you have to have unsubscribe, you have to make addresses portable so that you can get out of a newsletter.
Yeah, and I love that. I think that's great. It does. You know, the subscribers to you need to be. They have to still sort of trust you that you're going to be cool with their stuff.
The up and up. Yeah.
The relationship is with me, the content provider, not with the platform.
Yeah, which I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Depends on the case, I guess. But anyway, more later today, 2:30 Mountain. He is Ace Detect on Twitter. Tom Merritt, have a fantastic day.
Thank you.
Bye now. All right. There goes Tom. Now, here comes Nicole. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Entering the fray. Like she does for every Wednesday. Here's the thing.
Oh, Nicole, my sweet Nicole.
Welcome to the program, one Nicole Spagnolo. Hello, Nicole. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi. How the heck are you?
Oh, I'm just diving into the world of Pokemon cards.
Oh
yeah. I saw your tweet or your Facebook post about that.
Oh, my kid is into Pokemon cards.
It's are you doing the whole wait in line till 4 a.m. at the Target?
No.
Okay.
No, you can't buy them at Target anymore
Target
because of the fighting.
Yeah.
So you can't buy them at Target or Walmart.
Yeah.
We were at Target and I was like, I'll get you a pack of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And I'm looking everywhere. There's Magic cards. They don't do baseball cards either.
Yeah, baseball, NFL baseball, NHL, and Pokemon all pulled for this reason because they're all so crazy right now.
So the guy, I said, where are the Pokemon cards? He goes, because of the violence, we had to buy. I go,
the violence.
I said, what? Can you say that again? Because I don't think I heard you.
Too many people wanting to be the best that never was.
Yep.
Oh my God.
You freaked me
and
out,
my
Nicole.
kids are standing there and, my son's like super excited for a pack of Pokemon cards. And I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy. There's too much violence around Pokemon.
There's like this weird collector's frenzy right now. And nobody's exactly sure what's causing it except maybe the pandemic has something to do with people hoarding or something.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You freaked me out the other day because you put a post up on Facebook of that Charizard card with like it had like a foil thing going on. And I had just that day seen an article about the most expensive Pokemon card, which was $300,000 for a rare foiled Charizard card. And I went, does Nicole have that freaking card? And then I went and saw the original card, and it's not that card.
Yeah. Well, I was afraid because when I was searching for it, because a friend traded it with him. So the kids are all in this trading frenzy. They don't know the value of anything.
Right.
And so me as a parent going, oh God, this kid just traded a $200 card to my son. Yeah. And I was like, oh no, this is not good.
Yeah.
So I just
the other way, right?
Yeah.
Is he actually so is Mateo playing with anybody, or is he just collecting? Like, what's his deal?
So he got into it, and I said, look, buddy, we need to learn how to play Pokemon.
Yeah. Let's play the game.
So I actually found a starter set where it has the 2 decks and it walks you through the rules. So we sat down to play it, and I got bored. I got really bored. I'm like, and I could tell he was getting bored. I'm like, you could just trade the cards. It's all right. We don't have to learn the game.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever there's anything that just has a perceived value, whatever the perception is, the fun lies in, I have a thing that not everyone has, or it's an age-old thing, but it's just at a fevered pitch right now, and it's so weird. Yeah, so
He's
weird.
really into the GX cards right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's his goal, is to get GX cards.
What is GX?
So of course I'm on
They're also the foil.
Shop Goodwill.
Oh, are those?
Right.
They're the foil ones.
Looking at cards, man. The cards on Shop Goodwill auction site. What?
Yeah.
Oh, really high?
It's a battle.
Oh, I see. These GX.
Battling. People come in at the last second and snipe my auction. I'm like, oh.
So these GX cards have that weird finish to it, like
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
like
just looking at them now.
Silvery thing.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. I am now involved in Pokemon.
There's a kid up the road named Ethan. He just turned 13. Maybe he's pushing 14. But I should go say, dude, don't get rid of your cards. Like now would be the time. Like don't let your mom hide them in the attic, and then you're past all this phase and you're on to whatever's cool now.
Mm-hmm.
Like hang on to those now.
Store them. Exactly.
Yeah. But then I'm part of the problem. I'm telling a kid, you better hoard those cards, boy.
Right.
So here's the funny thing. When Mateo was much younger, around, I'm trying to remember, maybe it was 3 or 4. He had a Pokemon birthday. I gave him a Pokemon birthday, and I got him some Pokemon cards back then. So this would have been 2013-ish, 2014-ish. So he actually had a ton of Pokemon cards in his toy chest from me when he was much, much younger. And so it was like he found a little treasure trove. It was kind of fun. So
that's cool. Did he find that before he got into it or after? He was into it and then he's like, oh my God, I had all these cards in my...
Yeah, I think they started trading, and I think he was getting into it from school, and then he came home, and then he found him, because I had a cute little binder that he had never used. He's using the heck out of it now. So he has he always keeps them with him in his pocket. It's the most adorable.
That's pretty cute.
It's pure love of...
Oh, that's cool.
Just, I think it's the social aspect that he's really getting into.
Yeah.
Right
That's
now.
good. That's good. That's a positive part of all of this, and he's not the guy with the knife in line at 4 a.m. at a Target. So I'm not.
No,
worried about that,
not at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Not
know
yet.
any value of any value. He just wants a cool deck of cards.
Right.
That's all.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
It's cards in Pog form. That's where we're at. Or Pogs in card form, I guess is what I'm trying to
Pogs
say.
in card form. They're black.
They're black.
Alf.
Not
I
supposed
have
to be
Alf
black.
cards.
You have Alf cards?
I do.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I have
I
Star
have
Wars
Alf
and that's
cards and New Kids on the Block cards and
Wow.
baseball cards.
Wow, you guys.
I loved card collecting when I was a kid.
I'll see. It's passed on now. Now you got it to the next generation. He'll carry it forward.
He's not getting my cards.
Not yet,
These are
anyway.
mommy's Elf cards.
Yeah.
I have
New
garbage
Kids
pail
on the
kids.
Block
I have
cards.
some garbage pail kids too.
Well, good. Hey, let's get to recommendals. So here's the thing with the recommendals, just for the folks who are just joining us for the very first time. We take stuff from streaming services that we enjoyed. Sometimes we didn't. I don't know. Maybe we did.
Yeah, sometimes they're meh commentals or
Yeah, and we do that so that it's like a little bit of a warning, or it's a caveat, like if you like this sort of thing, then you might like it. But a lot of times it's just stuff we really like. We'll start with Brian.
That's right.
We're gonna play a sound clip. Brian, any setup for your? Oh, go ahead, Nicole.
Can I just preface it?
Yeah.
If you're really new to it, this segment was
It's true. It was its own podcast. Yeah.
It was its own podcast called Movielicious.
Yep.
That's where the name came from.
Yep.
That's right.
So,
Reviewed movies
and then I
and
didn't
all
have
that.
any time.
And really, the only purpose of this segment is to just beat Curly to recommendals on Twitter. That's all we're doing.
That's
is,
right.
Yes.
Yeah, slow down,
That's all we're
Curly.
doing.
Jeez,
Curly,
Curly.
we already did that one.
I think Curly just watches TV all day, I think. Anyway, hey, Brian,
All
you
right,
want to
so I've
explain
got
this
Now
one?
Brian's turn.
Yep.
Let's get to the first one, and this is a series.
All right, here goes.
The Prime Minister will not be taking a position on the touch.
You took
Nor
mine.
will he allow any
I
official
really?
debate on the
The
subject.
Nevers.
Not until we understand the nature
share it.
and breadth
Share
of the attack.
You're declaring the touched a direct threat against the Empire.
Which we here are sworn to protect.
And this attack is expected to come...
It came 3 years ago.
3rd of August, 1896.
A Monday. Rather grey. Not one case of someone being touched before then. Not one outside London. Those reported overseas were all here at the time. And not one man of stature afflicted. That's the genius of it. They came at us through our women.
So we watched this too, so I love it. It's a three-way,
good.
three-way recommendal. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys all caught up with the first six?
Yeah.
I got to 5. I got one more. So I'm
Oh my God!
Oh,
You're
the
gonna.
last one.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to say anything, but it's.
So good.
I will say
Yeah.
I've loved we've loved it. Kim and I are super into it. It's awesome. It's basically 1800s X-Men, but with mostly
It is,
women.
yeah, Victorian era X-Men. It's the Nevers. It's a series on HBO that was originally created by Joss Whedon, but he's kind of left the series. And depending on who you ask, there's different reasons he's left the series. But it follows a group of mostly women, but some men in Victorian England before the turn of the century. Who are before the turn of the millennium, who are all of a sudden getting powers that they didn't have before, and they're being touched. And it's if you haven't seen this, that was Pip Torrens you were hearing doing most of the talking there, who,
That was,
if you've seen Preacher.
Preacher, yes.
That's who I was like, oh my God, I know I recognize that guy. What's he from? And I had to look it up. I'm like, oh, of course, he's bald.
Yep.
And he is
He has a
missing
penis
one eye.
for an ear.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yes. Yeah, Pip Torrens. You'll also recognize Nick Frost, who makes an appearance.
That at first was hard for us because we were like, I know that guy. How do I know that guy?
Yeah.
Where have I seen this guy? I'm like, oh, it's Nick freaking Frost, dude.
Nick Frost. Yeah. There's also the guy, and I can't remember his name, and I don't have it in front of me, who was in who's been in all of the American Horror Story seasons as usually a bad guy. Oh yeah, Olivia Williams, who was, among other things, she was Bruce Willis's wife in The Sixth Sense.
Oh,
Bruce Willis's?
Bruce Willis's.
Ellis's?
Did I say Ellis? Bruce Willis.
I think you said Bruce Ellis's.
Bruce Willis's.
You said it right.
She was also in Rushmore, and she's been in a bunch of different things. Counterpart.
Yeah, she's good. I like her a lot. I really like Laura Donnelly a lot. She's kind of the head.
She's great.
Amelia True,
So
the strong.
Yeah.
chick.
Would you say that she is, like, if you drew a line from Kristen Ritter to Anne Hathaway, you'd pass through Laura Donnelly?
You 100% would, and you would also maybe just get a brush of what's her name, Penny Dreadful in there, just a little bit of her.
Oh, Ava Green.
Ava
Sure,
Green,
yeah.
just a touch of Ava Green.
A little
and that's-
bit, yeah.
And if you listen to her, she plays British in this, but she's Scottish by nationality. And her interviews post show, her accent literally melts me into a pile of butter, and my wife has to reassemble me later because I love her accent. Oh my gosh, she has the hottest accent. Anyway,
she does. Yeah, she really does.
It's a little creepy, but
but anyway, so it's the first 6 episodes. They're currently in their mid-season break. So the first 6 episodes have been released, and then there's
There were
another
supposed
6.
to be 8. There were supposed to be 8, and then the pandemic hit, and then they decided to do 6 and break it up into a 12 season, and so 6 and then
another 6. Okay,
gotcha.
Well, that's actually good to know because I was worried. This is way too short.
It was
for a
too
show like
short.
this, yeah.
You'll get through the last episode and go, "That's it."
Yeah, I guess they did this with
Anymore.
the last season of Game of Thrones. Basically, they call season 5 and 6, but it's really just one 12 episode arc. So yeah, it's
I mean, there was a couple half seasons of Lost too, if I remember correctly, or not. Breaking Bad had that. The 5th season was 2 halves.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Anyway,
yeah,
it's
really good.
great. The Nevers, very deep, and it is one, again, because the accents for some of these people are so strong. You've really got to pay attention and listen carefully.
Or just put on your subtitles.
Or put on subtitles. Anne
I
Skelly is
do.
another one. Her Irish accent. She's Penance. She's fantastic.
Oh, she's so good. Also, I like that Rochelle Neal, I think is how you say it. Yeah, that's her name. She plays Annie Carby. She's got the firepower.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
awesome. Holy crap.
She's great too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good.
Loved it.
Anyway, The Nevers on HBO Max.
All right. Your next one
Great.
here is...
That was mine too, by the way.
Sorry, Nicole.
You suck.
It's all good. Yeah, you suck. Sometimes this happens. We cross our streams. You
I
never
know. If we didn't care about the whole surprise factor for each of us, we could talk, as soon as we watch something, plant our flag in it in the chat.
No, but I figure you might have already talked about it because I waited literally till this week to watch it, and it's been
So
out
did we.
for
Yeah,
many weeks.
That's what
We
Brian
waited
does.
until we could binge all 6 episodes together. And
Brian's a wait and binge guy unless it's like Marvel or something. You almost always wait.
Exactly. Yep.
All
All right. So my next recommendal is a movie, and I'm pretty damn sure that neither of you watched this one.
All right, here it is.
I come from the village of Laxmangarh, which is in the darkness. India is 2 countries in one. An India of light and an India of darkness. I think a rich man like you knows which one I come from. To give you the basic facts about me, there's no beating that poster, the one the police made of me some years ago due to an act of entrepreneurship. Yes, the police are looking for me. Why? I'll get to that in time, but only if you promise not to judge me until I've told you my glorious tale.
I have no idea, but I'm intrigued.
Oh, this is so good. This is a movie called The White Tiger. This is on Netflix. This is a film that was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay because the book apparently is fantastic as well. It's based on a book from, I think, 2008.
Okay.
It follows
this is all about Las Vegas tiger trainers who entertain people with white tigers.
That's
right?
It's about Siegfried and Roy, and that was Siegfried. You heard the
Great.
accent.
Oh, wow. That's very different
for him. No, this is about an Indian, a guy who grew up in the lower caste system of India, but always wanted to serve and be a servant, and becomes a driver for a very rich family, and really is devoted and eager to grow in his role. And when things kind of go awry, this movie gets kind of dark and changes in a way that you don't expect. It's really, really good. It is, it's another one that you might want subtitles on. Well, they're part of the movie does have subtitles already. Also stars Priyanka Chopra, who is married to one of the Jonas Brothers, I think probably Nick. That's Adarsh Gaurav, who you're hearing there as the main character.
Icor says Siegfried and Deep Roy. That's really funny.
Oh, jeez.
That's really funny. All right, sorry, go ahead.
But it's funny. It starts out, you're feeling like a little bit of a Slumdog Millionaire kind of vibe to it, and then things definitely change around, and it becomes a very different movie. Still excellent, and it goes places. I'll just say that. This is on Netflix, and it's.
Is it weird that I never have trouble with any accents? Hearing them, I never have an accent that throws me, no matter how thick.
Yeah, and this one, the main character doesn't have a very thick accent, but boy, his driver trainer does. I mean, there's some people in this who have a very, very thick Delhi accent, and
I'll try it. I'll try.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine.
I'm usually pretty good.
In a couple of the cases, even though they're speaking English, you still get subtitles. We actually didn't have subtitles on for this one, but it's great. This is really, really good.
I want to see it. White Tiger. Where is it streaming?
White Tiger. It is streaming on Netflix.
All right, Netflix. Yes. Everybody. Here is mine this week. You're going to think I'm throwing in the towel a little bit. I'm not. This actually helped me get through a ton of Kickstarter artwork I have to do. And I got so much done with this on just kind of in the background happening. And I don't know why it works for me, but it does. Everyone will immediately know what it is. Here it is.
Well, Dracula called and
He's coming tonight.
Well, good. Then he'll be the one to turn the knob to power the world's first hyperspeed supercomputer.
No, he doesn't know how I'm turning the knob. I'm trained for this. Where is it?
You want entertainment?
There it is.
Just try to imagine a world where emails are sent by your brain before they are written and are read before they arrive by people you've never even met in countries you've never even heard of.
Yeah.
Now imagine a world where all disease can be cured with one digital
Shake.
Okay. It's
well, I'm gonna say, is it something anime?
Yeah, it's very animated, but not anime.
It's animated, but not anime. I know you've been on an anime kick lately.
I have been, yeah. I actually have. There've been
Rick and Morty or something like that.
I'm seeing chat. Okay, yeah.
It's Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that show. I love that show so much. I never get tired of it, but it's been a while since I've watched it, and I decided to just have it on, kind of be my. I don't know. I thought maybe it might even annoy me because I was trying to focus on this art, but it doesn't. It makes me laugh. I can just sort of hear it and laugh. I love it. So
Carl's the best.
Carl is the best. Hey, what are you doing over here? That guy's the best. Everything about it is great, and I can't recommend it enough. If you've never seen it, you should go watch it. It's all bingeable right there on HBO Max. They have all that old stuff from the early Adult Swim stuff's all on there. So if you want to watch it, you can. And what was I going to say? Oh, there's also a rumor floating around of a new, I don't know, movie or a one-off or something's happening soon with that show. So that could be interesting. And this thing, I think in its heyday was like, 03 to 07 or something. So it's a little older now. But anyway, really into that. And Brian's right. A little bit of anime here and there. I've been watching this show called Black Lagoon, which is super good. All of this I found. Oh, no, I actually found that on Hulu. So Black Lagoon's on Hulu. This thing, though, is available on HBO Max. And after this, I'm going to watch Squidbillies because I also like that weird thing. And I like weird animation. I just do. And that's some of you probably thought, oh, Scott's going to talk about blood, robots, and monkeys or whatever it's called.
Yes, if only that was the real thing.
The season 2 hit, and I haven't watched it yet, and that's why I'm not
doing
it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to sit down because that one I got to sit down and I want to watch, right? Like I don't want to use it just.
Oh, really? See, what I love about that is I'll watch one, and just kind of savor it over a long period of time. Although I guess there's only 6 in this one or 8.
Well, they're less than the first one. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'd be okay if they do more frequent seasons. I'm okay with them being short. That's
6.
Cool.
Icor confirms. Yeah.
6?
So
okay. Yeah, if they're short seasons, that's fine. If they do more seasons, like it's been a long time between season 1 and 2, and I would love to have this stuff every year. 8 episodes a year would be really cool. And I heard that Junkie XL did the soundtrack for one of these, and I'm very excited to see which one that is because, as we know, he wrote the soundtrack for Mad Max Fury Road.
Reset your calendars, folks.
That's right. Anyway, that's what I picked this week. I had no time for any other stuff because I also beat Mass Effect 1, and I'm already into 2 with this new trilogy. And man, I miss those games. They're so freaking good, you guys. Oh my!
You want to know something interesting?
What's that?
Mark has never played Mass Effect ever.
Now's the
time.
And
he picked up the Legendary Edition, so he's playing through for the very first time.
I am jealous of. Well, see, I played. I never. This was my first time through 1, because I don't know why I just didn't play 1 back in the day. I played 2 and 3, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm jealous of him getting to experience this for the first time because it's awesome. My recommendation to him is don't do a lot of side stuff in that first game.
Yeah.
Just get through this because the reason that first game's great is the story and the characterization. That's what matters most. The combat's okay. The graphics are okay. I mean, the up-res is really nice. Like all the new stuff they did is definitely better, but it's still the jankiest of the 3. By the time he gets to 2, though, 2 really gets. Oh man, it's so good.
He's really into space. I mean, now that he's a Trek nerd.
He'll love this then. He'll love this.
So he's watching this weird. I caught some of it with it's a new space show with Katie Sackhoff.
The one on Netflix that
they're like out in the middle of.
Yeah,
I just
heard
watched
that
some
one.
of it. I was like,
Randy told me that one wasn't very good, so I stopped watching it halfway through the first season.
I caught bits of it. I'm like, I don't want to watch this before bed. It's gonna give me nightmares.
Yeah, right.
The other, Another Life, it's called.
Another Life. Yes, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's Poison
I won't
Ivy
be
in the Long
recommending
Halloween animated thing. Ooh. All right, sorry. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
All
Ooh,
right.
Katie Sackhoff?
Yeah, she's awesome. I think she's great.
Mark's not much of a fan. He doesn't like it when she shows up.
Really?
In
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 the
his
show that she
sci-fi.
stars in?
Why they got a sack off her?
I love her. She's awesome. All right. Well, moving on. Nicole, you've got... Oh, you don't have one because Brian told...
Well,
Steph
I
it.
do have one.
Okay.
It's one I decided to, because the other stuff I've been watching is kids stuff with the kids. And quite a while ago, I recommended Bluey on Disney Plus, and only a few episodes had come out, but it was really cute. Ava had kind of fell off and didn't really get into it, but she's really into it now. And I wanted to recommend Bluey for any parents that have young kids, because there is an episode that came up that I was like, that was brilliant. And it talks about death.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And
I like death.
I absolutely loved how they handled it, because when Millie, our Doberman, passed away, it was really hard for Ava. It still is. And she still keeps asking me, is she coming back?
Yeah. That's a hard
And
age.
it's like, how do you explain such a big topic?
Yeah.
And she cries, and then we go through this whole thing. And Bluey and that episode helped us so much. They find a bird, a budgie, and it's hurt. And they take it to the vet, and the budgie dies.
Oh.
And then you see Bluey trying to process that. And Bluey does some role playing with her. And Bluey is a girl. I thought Bluey was a boy. Bluey is a girl.
Blurring the lines of gender in cartoons.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so she gets her little sister Bingo to play the budgie, and they act out, and it's just a beautiful episode, and I just love the show so much. I just wanted to make sure to bring it up again, because I've actually had more time with the show, and it's even more wonderful than I had originally thought.
Oh, I would have loved to have this around when my daughters were 3 and 6 when my dad died.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't understand. They just could never. I think to this day, they're still a little scarred by that, because it was just like the first time in their life anything like that happened. So, and I'd put that on, like, somebody may say, well, that's worse if it's a person. No, I don't know, man. When when the animals you love pass, it's, and you're a little kid, freaking, oh my Lord.
And what the father said to Bluey was, it's out of our hands. You know, like, there's nothing we can do. We have to process this. We have to it's not easy. And they didn't diminish Bluey's feelings, and it just was beautiful. I could almost tear up thinking about it.
Okay.
So it's
and these are dogs that own birds. I just want to make sure I have that right. These dogs own birds.
The budgie was a wild budgie.
Got it.
That they found.
Okay.
That got injured.
Because I'm looking at the mom and the dad, and they're in the kitchen making food in this little thing I'm looking at here. So these are like, they're walking around living the life, right? They live in a house, and okay. I should watch
What
this.
I also like is the father is the primary caregiver. The mother works. The mother's involved, but it's primarily the father that is in most of the episodes with the kids. So it's just a refreshing. I mean, it's dogs, but still, it's still wonderful, and I love it.
It's all right. I'm a big believer in that animation is there for all ages to teach us things, to help us with things.
I love it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Bluey.
All right, very
Bluey
nice.
on Disney Plus.
Bluey.
There's like 100 episodes now.
Are they all British?
Australian.
Oh, I'm even more. I mean, I'm into it. If I would be into this if it was like American, but I'm more into it if there's accents.
I can identify any accent.
I'm excited.
No, I don't think it's identify. It's there's no problem understanding any accent.
listening.
Yeah.
No, I don't even mean that. I actually just prefer. I don't know what my problem is. I prefer when it's something like Hilda, that series Hilda, which I love so much.
Oh, I love Hilda.
Yeah,
Is there any
Hilda's
new episodes
amazing.
of that out?
Season 2 just hit, I think.
Did
maybe
it?
Or maybe it's coming. But
Hilda gives me what's the
so good.
Gravity Falls vibes.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally that vibe. And the little girl, the voice is the Mormont girl in Game of Thrones, the little girl that inherited the North.
Yep.
King in the North. Anyway, so side recommendation, Hilda.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Hey, here's the fun bit. Nicole puts all these in a tweet and then pumps it out to the world so you guys can be reminded of what we watched and then put it on your own lists. You can find her over at Nicole Spag on Twitter, and we'll retweet it on the main
I
TMS
will.
account.
That's where I'm at.
Nicole, have a fantastic day.
Bye.
See ya.
We should really celebrate. She had the most technical issue-free visit today with us. There was no weird video.
That's true.
Sound was
no,
great.
no having to yell at Mark. Like,
yeah, exactly.
She was just on, and yeah.
He wasn't uploading a 8 terabyte video.
It's been pretty clear for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I guess it has. I don't know. Maybe they got better the internet. I don't know.
Yeah, she paid extra. Finally plopped down the money to be able to participate on this show.
Yeah, pull your
the way we
freaking wallet out, for hell's sakes. All right, here is we got a TMS Origins mashup to play. This is from Jamie, and apparently this, it goes in a little bit into the "Prove It You Can't" meme that we have on the show.
It. Yeah, this is one I've forgotten about, so this is good.
Yep, enjoy. I like that. I have to share this Twitter conversation real quick.
Okay.
You know how I signify my jokes on Twitter? I put a winky face.
Hold
on. Who is that guy talking? Hey guys, hey everybody, I'm sort of a Kermit the Frog version of Scott. What was wrong with me? What was wrong with my voice? I sound terrible in that.
You sound fine. It's funny because I wasn't looking at you on Zoom, so I thought this was still part of the mashup.
I sound really nasally. That's weird. All right, anyway, here it is. That's how I say, I'm kidding around,
Okay.
I'm joking around. I said, Trump is like global warming. It's good people are trying to do something about it now, but it's probably too late. Winky face.
Yeah, I did see that. I liked it a lot.
It's a funny it's a little joke. It's nothing more than a joke. And I get this from Honeycat155, who says, prove global warming. You can't. It's a belief, not a provable concept. I said, what brand of crack are you smoking today? This is powerful stuff. And he wrote back, prove it. You can't. And I said, I had a sandwich for lunch. Prove it. You can't. You can't tell me on Twitter, prove it. You can't. That is not the place to ever have a conversation about proving anything.
Right.
If your statement is prove it, you can't, you don't want to actually hear me say anything. You don't want to hear me say what I think proof might be.
Basically, you've made the request and you've issued the response to the answer of your request right there in the space of one tweet.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I'm not listening anymore.
Yeah.
Is basically what they're saying.
Yeah, it's like saying, tell me your name. Don't tell me your name.
Right.
Well, I can't have that. That is not an argument I'm going to have.
Tell me your name. I don't care.
So if you want to know why I keep making jokes back at you, this guy, is because you're not giving me any options here. So go back to your school of how do you do that. Well, there you have it. Right from the mouth of a nasally version of me.
Scott the Frog here. And here's what happened on Twitter the other day.
Really dislike. I really don't like how I sounded. That was weird. Anyway, whatever. My voice has changed a little in the last 10 years. I've noticed it. It's gone down.
Yeah.
I'm in this register now. I'm down here. Where I used to be a little bit, okay, everybody, World of Warcraft, Miss Pandaria.
That's an instance because you don't have to.
All right. Well, that's great. Prove It You Can't lives on today to this moment.
Fantastic.
We're done.
I have a couple things really quick before we get to our closing stuff. Number one, now you live people, you close your ears. This doesn't apply to you. All of you people I see right now in the chat room. This doesn't apply to you. But we have a bunch of listeners who never get to play in our Battle Royale thing because they work, they can't listen to the show live, they can't call in. But they still should be able to play and win prizes and all that sort of thing. Monday, I'm debuting a brand new game that will hopefully be part of the rolling set of Battle Royale games. And it will involve players who don't get to play, don't get to listen live. So if you're listening to this as a podcast, you don't get to listen live, go to the Tadpole over there on Facebook, that thing, or in Discord, in the TMS chat part of Discord, and look for a link there that basically just says, hey, I want to play. You'll end up giving me your name, your city where you're from, and your email address, and you'll get a chance to win prizes with Brian Dunaway and Scott.
Yep.
So that'll be starting on Monday.
Very, Very nice. I'm excited about
We
this.
just want to involve people outside of the live show. We love our live listeners. Don't get me wrong. You guys can listen now. Again,
now you can come back and listen. That is actually true. But it's just it's a great idea because look, I say this sometimes on the show, but 300 or 400 live Twitch people plus I don't know who else does the VODs on Twitch or whatever. The YouTube people, they're all great human beings. Tip of the spear, love you all. But there's like almost 30,000 of you who aren't in any of those places and that just get this on their phones or listen to it later or whatever because that's just who they are or where they're at or whatever. I love the idea of involving them more. So great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Cool. All right. So look for that on Monday. And don't worry, this will be a game that kind of evolves. I'm not sure how well it's going to work in its initial release, but it'll be evolving as we figure out, this part is unfair, let's do this thing, and we'll fix it. So there's that. Other thing is, hey, as soon as this show's over, I'm going on a bike ride, and if you want to help support my bike rides and help end Alzheimer's disease, then visit tiny.cc/CovervilleALZ2021. That's Coverville ALZ 2021 after you put a tiny.cc. Helping raise money as opposed to the Coverthon, which would be me live streaming. We are going to live stream a game with me, Scott, Brian Dunaway, and Stephen Schleicher at some point in June.
Yep.
But if you want to get in early and make a donation, now is a great week to do it. It is fundraising week there. So if you have a chance, jump in there and help donate.
I'm pretty excited about that.
I am too. It's going to be so much fun. Also, Scott's about to tell you there's no show tomorrow. No show tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah. Remember this, everyone.
So make sure you get on Twitter and say, was there supposed to be a show today? I didn't get anything in my feed.
Yeah.
Now people are going to do that. We don't want you to do that.
No, don't do that. But yeah, there is no show tomorrow. There's no really anything tomorrow because I'm trying to be having like a proper vacation. I got some house sitters coming. We got it all arranged. So I'm just not going to freaking be here. But there is more stuff today. So there'll be I'm on DTNS. That's happening today. Tonight I'll post a new Skim episode before we leave, and that might be it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I shouldn't. What am I saying? This weekend we have a bonus film sack we already recorded, so that'll go up.
We've already recorded this film sack just for you.
Yeah, there's a bonus. There will be dungeons going up. There's I have a bunch of that already in the queue, so there's stuff. Okay.
There might even be a Coverville tomorrow. Just keep an eye on twitch.tv/Coverville because I've got a lot of content that I need to. A lot of shows that have to happen on certain dates, so there still might be a Coverville tomorrow. But
nice.
I'll tweet about it.
Yeah, tweet about it. I want to hear all about you tweeting.
Yes.
I think that's it, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for your patronage at patreon.com/TMS, and it means a lot to us. It's how this show functions. We just really need you to do it if you aren't already in there. So please head on over. For as little as $1 a month, you could take advantage of our horrible pricing scheme and get amazing amounts of content for virtually nothing. That's over at patreon.com/TMS. Everything else is at frogpants.com/TMS. That's it.
Well, that's it.
Brian, you got a song?
I have a song, and I'm just going to, right now, because I know he is in chat, Free Hotel Room, this may be your opportunity to tap out. This is a tough one even for me to read, and it's going to be a tough one for a lot of us as we listen to this. But KCB wrote in and said, on April 18th, so just a little over a month ago, I lost my beautiful wife to the COVID-19 pandemic. She was my soulmate, and I'm lost without her. May 22nd is her 34th birthday, and I want to celebrate it with a little love and tenderness. I request any cover of our song, Hold My Hand by Hootie and the Blowfish. If a cover of Hold My Hand isn't available, or any cover of or by Hootie and the Blowfish would be great. And if Burger King still had it, I'd get myself a tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. Love the show.
Oh, man. That tears me up. I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, and Casey, I admire your strength already because I'd be a blubbering pile of goo for months and months and years after something like that.
I'm pretty sure I'd be done. I don't know how else I'd do it. I don't mean suicide, but I mean I don't know how I would do it. So you have massive, massive respect, dude, For real.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, so this one goes out to you. I don't have a good cover of Hold My Hand. There's the only thing I've got is a Sesame Street version that they changed the lyrics to about helping Elmo cross the street.
Oh.
And I didn't feel like that was gonna work. But the Hootie and the Blowfish released an entire album of covers back in 2000. Oh, do you want to play the Tender Crisp Bacon?
Oh,
Cheddar
yeah.
Ranch?
We absolutely should. Here you go. Whoops.
The Tender Crisp Bacon Cheddar Ranch.
Happy to do it.
There you go. Hootie and the Blowfish recorded an entire album of covers. And again, I was going through it like, ooh, that one might be tender. That one might, hit a sore spot. That one maybe wouldn't work. This one I feel is, number one, a good solid cover. And number two is it won't, there's no connection that will make you think of her in any other way than loving and remembering her and just be a great way to celebrate what would have been her 34th birthday. Here is Hootie and the Blowfish covering REM and their version of Driver 8.
We'll see you guys on Monday. Come on back then. And Brian, be careful. You're in Vegas. Be careful.
I will be very careful.
See you guys then. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I see you've got some balls.
Yeah.
They're right there in your pocket.
That's how you know I've been watching some anime, because I've got some anime.
See, that's the stuff I was expecting to hear in recommendals.
For real. Man, 34 years old.
34,
that's
I know.
horrendous.
Yeah.
That's just so awful.
Oh, yeah, folks, don't worry. I'm going to be careful. Number one, this is really a trip to go out.